All I care about is my height and taller. But if you're shorter, it's fine.
How tall are you?
We're not gonna talk about that, all right? We're not gonna talk about that.
How tall are you?
We're not gonna talk about my height, all right? Leave my height out of this, buddy. 4'11" and shorter is too short. I am 5'3", all right? 5'3". Leave me alone, all right? Thank you.
That's cap.
It's not cap. I am.
You
Most
said
guys
height.
are taller than me, so it's fine. It's not an issue for me. My height and taller.
Yeah.
If you're shorter than 5 foot, I'm not like immediately gonna go after you. But
Disrespect.
whatever happens.
I feel like
5
people that
foot,
are shorter
exactly.
than me are weird. Like I can't even like they're like I'm very short. I'm sorry,
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God.
No, but like
Go up to a guy.
there's a girl at work and she's like just barely smaller than me, and every so often I walk past her and I'll slightly look down at her and I just want to punch her. And I'm not sure why that is, but I get this feeling of like superiority, like I just want to hurt you, and I'm sorry.
It does matter. Yeah, I actually kind of care about that. I mean, I do find them attractive, but I think a lot more about the future generations. I don't know why. I want tall kids, and I'm a short-ass person, so I would want to have a tall partner.
I've seen a dude that's literally 4 foot tall get a woman that's 6'2", all because he was funny. He was funny! Personality matters! And yet here I am, 6'1". I am alone in my apartment.
With me personally, I wouldn't really care if the person's like the same height as me. But like I was saying, I have my boyfriend. When we had that conversation earlier, he is quite a lot taller than me, and I feel like just from that perspective, I would want someone taller. Like I'm about like 5'4", 5'5". I would maybe date someone that height, not anything smaller, just because I'm quite like in like England, that's quite small.
In my opinion, it does, because I'm a tall female, so I would not like to be breaking my back whenever I try to look at my boyfriend.
I'm not tall. It's a sad life I'm living. I live in Norway. Everybody is a giant.
Only a small percentage of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you end up liking this video, consider subscribing.
No, I've definitely had this conversation with a lot of girls before, you know, and I think it's like there's just so many guys out there that are really insecure about their height that it causes a problem with relationships. And I've been told like by a lot of women that it doesn't really work out because they always just try to one up them just because of the height. You know what I'm saying? It's a really big part on the guy to be like, yeah, I'm okay with you being taller than me. Like I just want to live life with you and just as it is. I'm shorter, you're taller. That's it, you know?
I dated a guy that was 6'8" once, and that was fun.
Yeah.
Because
Wait,
I'm 5'1", so you know.
Yeah. Was it like that one picture where it's like Shaq and his little girlfriend, and then the next picture?
No, it wasn't like that. He was a tall, lanky, you know. I would just stand like this, and he would just come to me. Usually, I'd just be like this.
Well, there's a lot of things you gotta factor in. What is their personality like? Are they funny? Are they responsible? There's a lot of factors you really have to look into it, but if it's just down to appearances, I always look at their eyes. To me, it's not really the color. It's more of, you can tell a lot about a person by their eyes. To me, I think it's like a window to the soul. Your pupils dilate when you're looking at something you find interesting or you love. And I find it very interesting whenever I look at someone in their eyes and I see some certain characteristics, and it's just very interesting to me. Your facial expressions and body language can tell so much about you, but to me, your eyes tell a much deeper story.
Ooh, that's a good one, because so I'm married, and I'm married to a guy who's 6'1". I'll say it should not, but unfortunately I feel like it does. I feel like women tend to like men who err on the taller side. You know, when have you ever seen a very, very tall woman, or like a woman who is much taller than their spouse or partner? I feel like that's pretty rare. I do think there is a deep-rooted caveman instinct in all of us, right? So I think there's some of that. But then I do feel like from a career perspective, there is research shown where the more attractive or taller you are, the farther along you'll get in, you know, corporate America or something like that. So it's pretty interesting. Yeah. So I feel like that translates into, you know, power and like money in some instances. So I think in some weird way, there's like a scientific reason for why women like go for like bigger men, but you know, if there's a guy who's shorter and very charismatic, I think it's all about charisma at the end of the day. It's how you carry yourself.
Nah, fam. There's also the same thing. Why does height matter? You know, like who cares if you got a small bitch? Who cares if you got a tall guy? As long as it works. But like, who wants a super tall guy that's 7 feet and how tall? I think I'm about 5'9", 5'8".
So we got a midget on our hands.
Damn, bro. I see how it is.
No.
To me? No. To other people in the general public? Seems to be.
Yeah, other people seem to care. I do not.
I'm particularly already a short person, so...
I wish I was.
I've noticed people who actually do care about it. Since it's been about height and interest, love yourself for who you are and don't change for anybody. Do what you love.
No economic system is perfect.
I'm 6 feet tall and I haven't had a girlfriend in years.
Yeah, I'm 6'1", and it's been free. So if you're, I'm gonna say, if you're 6 foot and like up, you're an alpha. You're like instant alpha. Over everything.
I wouldn't say more attractive, but I do like taller people, but that's like, the thing is everyone's taller than me, so
That is a common saying though, because like evolutionary and shit, like a woman or a girl has always wanted like a tall man for like protection. That's just how it's been instinctually.
I am 6 feet tall, but my wife's still taller than I am. She's 6'1", believe it or not. If you got the goods, the right personality for the right woman, I think she wouldn't care too much. Or you could just date a short woman. You meet a lot of 5-foot dwarves around, you know. So even if she puts some heels on, you know, she still be shorter than you.
Well, I mean, it depends on who you ask, but I think that a lot of girls do tend to think about height when they also think about a partner. Because I have a lot of very short friends who have never dated a girl in their life, and me being just a tiny bit taller, I have. And I have just as little personality as they do.
Shorter than me is going to be pretty difficult, and I would probably say no. But we actually had the same topic conversation on our lunch break at work today with all the girls, and I would date somebody that is the same height as me. Like, they were all like, no. They all need to be taller.
I'm 5'7", and I like to wear a lot of like long boots. So usually after that, I'm about 6 foot or a little less. And I just prefer someone that's at least 5'9".
I once dated a girl which is taller than me, like 2 meters. Yeah, and I'm 180 and she's like 2 meters. And it was really weird because I had to get on my tippy toes to kiss her, you know. We're not together anymore, you know. It didn't work out because she was too tall. My friends made fun of me. She was 2 meters, man.
There's more of a divide here because the physical isn't necessary, because you can share a physical space with people how they want to express themselves. And then, of course, that introduces trans identities and all of that. I don't have any experience of VR dating or
I have
as a whole, but from my perspective, it allows for so much more and less in a way than real life dating.
I would say the dating in here is actually kind of the same like in real life.
Back to the self-expression, I've encountered a lot in here of people just being much more open than they would normally. You're in a space with someone, but there's not that social boundary of politeness, etiquette, of any of that. You can just genuinely talk to people. People are so closed off in everyday life. Like, you have to be friends with them for months to get to a person's core.
Perhaps, but you don't have to discriminate people because of their height, you know. If you like more taller men, then it's okay, but you don't have to discriminate against shorter men, you know what I mean?
You're what? I'm 30, right? Yeah, so I've been dating for quite some time. For me, it doesn't really matter, and especially as you get older, that stuff kind of fades away.
It's funny that you asked that, but I think it matters, to be real, because all the girls I've been with kind of told me, like, yeah, it does matter. I mean, I'm from Belgium. Average height over here is above 6 foot. I'm 6'7", so you don't have to believe me. This is VR chat, but I think it's like a biological thing. You're more inclined to like a person like that because it's just your instinct, you know. You see somebody who can protect you easier, who's just more pleasing to the eye from a natural point of view. If you say that it doesn't matter on like a dating perspective, you're either lying or you're like that 10% who really doesn't care, which is good.
It's easier to be mean online, and it's easier to be nice in person. And people, when people have to choose something within the hard route or the easy route, most of the time they're going to choose what's easy for them.
Kindness is contagious. When you are kind, you inspire others. Be the spark.
Spreading Kindness merchandise available now.